Welcome back to Fishing with Vance. Well, it is a beautiful May morning here in western Pennsylvania. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at it, it's beautiful. Got a little bit of clouds. It is just a beautiful morning. It's May. It's clear water. It's got some weeds just starting to pop, so you know what time it is. In this lake, it's time for the mustad Sally or the mustard tube. Now today, a little twist. I'm going to be throwing the mustard tube rigged, as they say, stupid. So the stupid tube versus the exposed hook archy jig head with the mustard tube. That's the plan. That's what I think they're going to be hitting. So we'll see what happens. You know, it's always funny. You come to the lake thinking you know what they're going to do, and then they won't touch this. So we'll just see. I have a feeling, though, they'll be hitting the mustard tube on the rocks and along the weed line. So let's see what we can do here. But I am going to be trying out. I don't do this stupid tube rig, which makes this way more weedless. It's not completely weedless. Nothing is. But this is catches way less weeds and hangs up less on the rocks. So let's see if it hooks up the fish. I don't miss many. And if it avoids the weeds and catches bass. Let's see. So thanks for coming along. I brought other backups just in case this is the mustard tube is an epic fail. I doubt it, but let's just see. Thanks for coming along. I'm back at Bragg. It's May. Let's catch some bass. Thanks for coming along today on fishingwithvance.com. All right, nice quiet launch. And I'm not going to go far. I'm going to stay right along this channel here where these weeds are starting to pop. I'll probably fish on that side of it and throw in between the bank and the weed line. But the first thing I want to do is check the water temperature. Last time I was here, it just touched 60. Now we've had some nice warm weather and warmer evenings. So I'm gonna guess we're probably up into 65 degrees, somewhere along that line. But let's just see. Well, it's showing 64. So 63. It's going down a little bit. We'll see. We will see. All right. So let me start with the stupid tube. So let's do it. Of course, mustard is my color. I'm going to turn this thing around so that I can fish in reverse. Just come right up this bank. Water's still 62. So it's still not quite as warm as normal here in May. But so that may impact that they're not quite ready for the old mustard tube yet. That may impact it. So yeah, it's only 62 degrees, so we'll see. We will see. They may not be completely turned on to this yet. It was cloudy when I left the house. Now it's sun shining. Oh my! something hit the tube while I was looking up in the air. Yeah, same thing. It's gonna be. We'll see. Well, I didn't put a swing on him, so it's not the tube's fault. But the idea with the stupid tube is it's not going to catch all the weeds and hang up. So I should be able to get down into these weeds a little better, and without hooking every weed in the lake. I should be able to fish it all the way back to the boat now, rather than with the exposed hook. It's pretty much one pitch. Hope you drop it in front of them without catching weeds. There's a fish on it right there. Oh, yeah, thanks for showing the example. That's how it works right there. See, the exposed hook, I wouldn't have been able to do that because it would have caught weeds as soon as it didn't catch a fish. I was able to fish that back, and there he is. So that's bass number one. So much for temperature impacting them. I got the wind blowing me back to back, but there's one. All right. The stupid tube. Like I said, this is sort of new for me. I usually rig them with the exposed hook, so there we go. There it is. Stupid tube. That's one fish in the boat already, and I've been here all of 30 seconds. So I know it's mustard time. May equals mustard tube time at this lake with the clear water, and it's without exception of the probably 8 or 10 years I've been fishing here, this lure has always produced in May. Always. Never once. Some of the other lures come and go. This one always works. And I have another fish on. Oh yeah, see, this is going to be nice. It's going right into those weeds and they can't resist. There we go. That's 2 and I'm in it. These are little guys, but that's what's in this lake. Oh, it's so fun. Oh man, always good to be fishing and your first 2 casts you catch a fish. That's pretty wild. And it's fun. All right, so here we go. So it's definitely working. Even with the sun, I like that it gets down in there without pulling up the bottom of the lake. We'll see how it performs on the rocks. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That dark line up there. My old partner and I used to call that the dark water. Because you can see where the rock line just drops right off and it gets dark right along the weed line. It's always a good spot all throughout the year pretty much. But in the spring it's produced some big bass and also big numbers of bass. So they just might be in there, so we'll see. Well, I would think this would be good with the wind blowing towards that little line. If they're right up against that wall, you know, the weed wall, so to speak, I would think they'd be sitting in there. But so far, no. I think that's a little guy. You can tell by the way he hit it. By the way he hit it. The key with this is when it hits the water, you gotta let it do its thing. Let it swim down. You know, hopefully it ends up swimming towards the deeper water. And if they're sitting against that side, they come out and get it. There's a fish. He was on the rocks. He wasn't against the deep water unless he followed it out there. He's pulling like he's not a tiny guy. And he's got a big trail of weeds on him, that's why. But he hit it. I'll take it. I'll tell you, so far I'm impressed. My biggest fish of the day, which isn't huge, I get it, but alright, I see you. But he hit it right over top of the rocks. So see ya. What I was starting to say is I have been impressed that I haven't lost a lot of fish, knock on wood, rigging this, as they say, stupid tube style. I haven't lost a lot of fish doing that, so I would have thought I would have, but and I still might. Hopefully I don't miss. Hopefully it doesn't jump off when it's the big boy. Let's pop a pump. I'm gonna probably try that Senko right there. See if I can't scare some up with that. Oh, that something hit that as soon as it hit the water. Yeah. He said, don't take the tube off yet, Vince. So that's under the water. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh, nice one. I'll take that. Pretty guy. See you, buddy. I've caught a lot of fish on this one tube, and it's one thing. It doesn't. When you rig them stupid, they last. They really last. Because to do the tube right, you have to rig it first and then tie it on. So it is a little bit more of a process than slapping on a new worm. But there's something. Oh, he was laying behind that rock over there. There we go. Alright, fellas. Same thing. Look how pretty. Back to the dark water he goes. Let's keep going. I'll definitely keep throwing the stupid tube throughout the year. I won't get rid of the other one because I like it too. But as the water warms here in May, I got another fish here. Yep, he's running the opposite direction, little guy. Oh, so little. He's typical for here. All right. Alright, stupid tube starting to do its job. There we go. Alright guys, I finally had to take this guy off. He caught a bunch of fish, caught a bunch the other day, and now a bunch now, but the jig head was finally pulling through. So I can't quite remember where. Let me get it out. This is what I have. There we go. I got these from Secret Lures. They're basically the EWG jig head. They're made for the stupid tube. And there it is. Right there, I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty nice out. Okay, so here's how you do it. And there's lots of videos out there on how to do it, but I'll show you how to do it. So, I like to wet the jig head, although you're going to put the hook in first. So, the hook goes down, and I like to put it about, I don't know, not all the way to the top. You're going to pop it out like right here. So you take it down, work it down there slow, and then take it out right like that, right where you want the head to come out. So then you turn this. This is a little tricky part. You gotta be gentle so you don't rip up your tube. So you turn it like that, and then this is what's gonna go here. So you turn it and pop it out, and now that's just gonna lay like that. See, that's why you need the EWG. You can see with the water. The extra wide gap gives it, when they bite, they get caught. So then, same thing as when you're rigging a worm, you see where it's going to go through. Idea is to get it to lay flat. And pull it down a little more. And there you go. So when they bite it, I like to run it through a few times so that when they bite it, boom. They bite it, boom. That's it. You guys know how to do the Polymer knot, I'm sure. But I found it to be the strongest. Improved cinch knot works too, but I like the Polymer knot. Pull it down. And off you go. You guys don't have one of these things. I love this thing. This is the Boomerang cutter. Supposedly it cuts braid too, but I haven't tried it on braid yet because I don't use a lot of braid. starting to. And there you go. She's ready to roll. And my father-in-law would say, this thing doesn't owe me any money. It probably caught about 20 bass before it ripped through the top. So I got a fresh one on. I don't know if I'm going to catch any more on it, but I had to retie anyway. So, also, no, I do not throw these in the water when I'm done. I had somebody that watched the video say, what do you do with the leftover plastics? Please tell me you don't throw them in the water. No, I don't throw them in the water. You would have to be a complete moron to do that. And even though I'm not exactly, Elon Musk and brain power, I don't throw them in the water. So, and I encourage all of you not to do that. So I keep them in the bottom of the boat, and when I get home, I throw them away in the garbage can where garbage goes. So, thanks for the comment, though. I appreciate it. Let's get to fishing. Fresh tube, nice and salty. Let's see if we can get another fish on it. Let's see. All right, guys, I want to wrap up the video here. Ended up with 7 or 8 bass. Caught them all in the mustard tube, rigged stupid. It definitely works. I'll keep using it throughout the year. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, hit like, all that stuff. I'm on that push for 1 million views. So anything you can do to help, share the video, all that good stuff. It really does help. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on the water on fishingwithvance.com. Burn out.